Hi, my name is Katlyn Rosenbaum. I'm fixing to start my third year in vet school at A&M come the fall. So ever since I was little, I always wanted to do something with animals, most likely horses, because that's been my love ever since I was pretty much a baby. But I've always been interested in science. I've been good at science, and I think I've finally made the connection with like doing something with science and horses when I was young. Our family dog Rusty was hit by a car, and um, a, a good Samaritan brought him into the vet, and he had broken his leg. And so when we got him back at the house, I just became fascinated with trying to help take care of him. So I think that's when I finally decided to become a vet. Well, I received my master's in veterinary public health, and so eventually I'd like to do something with that. But as I said before, my interest is equine, so I came to vet school wanting to be an equine vet. But since then, I've gotten more interested in mixed practice because I also like emergency medicine, so I'd probably dabble in some small animals as well. I know a lot of people prepare more by working in clinics and stuff. I did shadow in clinics. I worked in a veterinary clinic that did chiropractics and rehab and acupuncture. And I also shadowed in an equine clinic for a while. I tried to shadow in some small animal clinics, but I didn't get as much experience in that aspect as I wanted to. But mostly that's all I did to prepare. I did have a really, I guess my academic record was pretty rigorous. I think that would help, and I think that did help me prepare for vet school. I think preparing yourself with rigorous academic classes is a good thing to do. It does, even if you think you're prepared for it, it is kind of a shock for those of us that think we were prepared. So I definitely think that is a good thing. I think that vet school has given me some of the travel opportunities that I haven't been able to have before, as far as study abroads. Also, it gives you opportunities to make networking and connections that you probably wouldn't have before. The class sizes are fairly large, but small enough to where you get to know almost everybody. And so I've made some of the best friends ever. I have a dog, which most of the vet students have animals of some kind. So I know I have to make time for him. The things you know you have to make time for, if you make time for that, then it forces you to be better at time management for your studying, your projects, or whatever. You definitely have to keep time for yourself to do the things that you like to do. If you just focus on school and studying and never reach out to do anything extracurricular or any of your hobbies, then you kind of get a little lost. So I think the biggest advice I have is just make sure you take time for yourself to do the things that you like to do. Elaborate more on the study abroad experiences I had. I have been to South Africa and did a conservation medicine course, and that was probably the best experience of my life. We got to dart zebras, we got to dart impala, and help a rhino that got caught in a snare. And you just see animals that you never thought that you ever would up close. I mean, you see them in the zoos, but it's so different when you actually put your hands on them and help them actually get through something. It's also beautiful out there. They tell you that you'll want to go back, but you don't really understand until you go, and then you do come back, and then you feel empty inside, and you just find a way to go back some other time. I've also been to China. That was my most recent trip. I went for an acupuncture course, and finished my first 2 courses of 5 to be certified in acupuncture. And so now I know enough to start practicing on my own dog and help with his treatments for various things. And that was really interesting. A very different culture over there, and it's just really nice to have a lot of the study abroad and travel opportunities to become more worldly, I guess, and be able to learn more about veterinary medicine so that I can offer more services to my clients in the future.